Back here in the Ceres Arena, it is one match all between Indonesia and Denmark, with the Indonesians having levelled up the match thanks to Gideon and Sulkamilio's victory in the first doubles. So now we move to the second singles, which features the world number 7, Jonatan Christie, up against the number 3 ranked Anders Antonsen, who's playing, well, as well as he ever has at the moment. Started playing the game at 6 years of age at Antonsen, and 10 years later he was in the Denmark squad. So Christie first out for Indonesia.
Yes, it's indeed a very, very difficult match for Jonatan Christie. Not been playing at his best, and as you say, Trevor, Antonsen has really been playing quite well lately. He was hugely disappointed with his performance at the Olympics two months ago, but doesn't seem to face it. He's really up there again.
Yeah, and this is the reception that the 24-year-old's getting from a home crowd here in Aarhus.
Yes, he's born and raised in Aarhus Badminton Club, just 500 metres away from this stadium.
The toss, red or black? Red, black for you.
4-3, Christie leads in their overall meetings.
Receive.
But they haven't almost played for the last 2 years. It's a long time since they played last time. And there we saw Anders Antonsen's grandparents sitting right in the centre.
So let's give you a bit more information about these two, starting with Jonatan Christie, the Indonesian, who I told you was ranked 7th in the world. That 4 highest ranking was back in August of 2019, so a couple of years ago. Actually won his first senior international title when he was just 15. That was the Indonesian International. And he won the New Zealand and the Australian Opens back-to-back a couple of years ago as well. They're both Super 300 events. And this week, he came through against Medel of Algeria very easy as you'd expect. Lost out to Viditsan in straight games, the tie. And then beat Wang Ziwei. And also came through against the Malaysian Lim Se-yong. So, decent week for him, I think you'd probably say, as we look at Antonsen, the world number 3. That's the highest he's ever been. And he's had an excellent week. Hasn't dropped a game, and it hasn't really been extended either against Merkel, Hyukjin or Pranitha. You see it. World Championship silver rather in Basel, where he lost out to Momota a couple of years back. In the chair for this one is Iris Metspalu of Estonia. Service judge is Philip Aonchi of the USA. Standing by for the chair umpire's introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Denmark, represented by Antonsen. And on my left, Indonesia, represented by Jonatan Christie. Indonesia to serve, love all, play.
That's good awareness from Antonsen. That's pretty cool, leaving the first shot on the back line. This is going to be very, very difficult for Jonatan Christie. He needs to stay extremely patient. He needs to start running Antonsen, take the top 10-15% off his performance in terms of pace and power. But that will take a long time, but he can do it. He's got the physical ability to do it. Whether he's got the racket skills to do it is another matter. Maybe he's making mistakes a little bit too early, can't extend the rallies long enough. The problem is for Christie, he will not score a lot of points, outright points in his match. So he's got really to work his opponent and not playing mistakes.
Well, he's on the board.
Yes.
After a couple of early errors.
Antonsen has lately played some really fast matches, fast and furious in terms of pace. And I'm quite interested to see whether he will do that today as well, whether he's got the confidence to do it.
Outplayed his opponent, and that little duel. Megaphone's out again. Steel in those eyes from Antonsen.
Yeah, good awareness from Christie. Play.
Oh, made it down the line.
That's perfect. That's really a nice shot. Waiting for the right opportunity, Christie. And we know he's got a good smash. But the defense of Antonsen is pretty good.
Last time these two met right at the start of last year in the Indonesia Masters, where Antonsen won in 3. Apologies for the net cord.
Yeah.
Not that you ever really mean it.
I don't think anyone do.
No.
They're very happy with their own fortune. But usually, actually, it's even odds. It's very seldom it's just going one way.
So quickly in there, wasn't he, Antonsen?
5-4.
Noise you can hear, by the way, is because China have just levelled the other semi-final on court 2, 1-1 there as well in the China-Japan match, just as we are here.
That's unusual. It doesn't happen a lot to Antonsen.
First time we've had a service judge intervene on this court today. Those plastic little blocks, those last blocks, the service judge looks through a couple of lines to allow him to gauge the height of the serve. It has to be below 1.15 metres.
That's actually quite well played by Christie. Well defended from Anas. And then forcing the error, eventually going too close to the line. Christie. He really deserved the point. I think the Indonesian couldn't finish it.
Yeah, there was a brilliant backhand from Christie, wasn't it, in the middle of that rally,
yes,
which Antonsen did wonderfully well to get back, and then Christie rather fluffed his lines at the end. That's a great point.
That's good play. Really, really nice play there from Christie.
Doing his best to silence the home crowd. Couldn't have played that any better. No way that Antonsen was getting there.
Play.
Christie is finding good length, considering he's playing with a drift.
He's looking good at the moment, Christie. Certainly giving Antonsen pause for thought here.
Players on court.
Out. Yeah.
8, 7. Chocolate. Thank you.
If you've noticed, Antonsen haven't played that aggressively from the beginning of this match. Normally we see him coming out more guns blazing. That's what he's done today. But I'm sure he's got a lot of respect for Christie.
Yeah, it's a great shot from Antonsen.
If you want to change your shuttle, do it immediately. Don't go to your coach first, okay?
Yeah, the umpire is saying to Anas that he's got to ask for permission to change the shuttle from the umpire, and he didn't do so.
That's a very good leave.
Yeah, great awareness indeed.
Christie did ask permission, so we have a new shuttle in play, and Christie has a slender lead here. I think there were a few observers who thought that Antonsen might win this comfortably. At the moment, it's tight.
That's it. That's way in.
Well, that rally wasn't dissimilar to the one a few points ago, where initially at least, Christie was asking most of the questions. But he's such a hard man to get a point against Antonsen. He gives nothing up.
But it is interesting to see that Antonsen is finding it a lot harder to win his points. We saw him play in Finland, we've seen him play here these past 2 weeks almost, and I wouldn't say he's been able to score at will, because that's not true, but he's been scoring a lot more than what he's done today, and that's of course all the good play from Christie that's doing that. Good placement, Christie.
The lip was just a bit short from Christie. When he got to Antonsen's forcing shot, it was wide. So the lead's been exchanged several times early on in this match already.
Roger. Thank you.
And again,
second time.
Too high. Service over. 10 all.
well, I can hear what the crowd think, but service judge just doing his job as he sees it. So he's got that little piece of equipment in front of him. There it is.
Yeah, we've got no chance sitting here, audience or spectators. It's not possible. The only one that can see it is the service judge.
That's good. So a 1-point lead for Antonsen as they go to the mid-game interval. I mean, the thing with those service faults, Morten, is once you've been called twice, it's got to be in the back of your head when you're serving in the future. You're so conscious then of making sure you're not serving from too high, that you're not concentrating as much on the serve as you might want to.
Yeah, but I couldn't agree with you more. But honestly, it's a good serve. I don't think he will be rattled by it. But of course, it's very annoying to him that he's lost 2 points.
Yes. And in a tight game, who knows what difference that will make in the final reckoning.
We have to add on to it as well that it's immensely important for Christie to win the first game, because we've seen on Antonsen on occasions where, having won the first, he either decides where he wants to put in the effort, whether it's going to be in the second game or the third game. But if he loses the first, he will be under a lot more pressure.
Yeah, and Christie is keeping him honest. He's playing well, the Indonesian.
He's playing very well. The best I've seen him play for a long time.
Certainly on a higher level than previously this week, that's for sure. And giving Antonsen plenty to think about in this opening game.
That's a good play again from Christie. Antonsen is chasing him. He's getting out of trouble most of the time.
Yeah.
But the last one here from Antonsen, just clipping the top of the tape. That was a good shot. Not an easy one.
Like a cat with 9 lives, Antonsen. Number times in a rally we thought he might be dead, and he somehow finds a way. Still trailing though by the odd point here.
I can understand why Christie is objecting a bit, because it's a very, very close to a double hit from Antonsen. Yeah.
Well, chair umpire is absolutely convinced.
Yeah, it's a double hit.
Crowd don't like it, but she had the best view. I respect Panu.
Christie was up there straight away saying that's a double hit, and I think he had a very, very good case. Let's have a look. It's coming here now. This one. It's tough to see.
So hard to tell, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's exactly double hit.
Yeah, that's so Christie dead right. Good umpiring, correct decision made.
Thank you. Ready? Play.
Oh, that's excellent from Christie. And even Antonsen unable to get that back. He's returned all kinds of Christie shots so far in this match, but that was pretty much perfect from the Indonesian. And sometimes really big occasions bring out the best in a player, even if they have been playing a little under par. This looks like being a prime example. Christie trying to take a grip on this opener.
And that's an easy kill. It's a good follow-up. And there is no doubt that if Indonesia take this second singles, they are standing with very good cards on their hands, because they are top favourite to win the second doubles.
Yeah, so that all of which just heaps more and more pressure on Anders Antonsen. But a long, long way to go.
Yeah, Antonsen is trying to up the pace.
Very savvy play from Christie again. Got a couple of Thomas Cup medals. He's got a silver. He played in that final against Denmark 5 years ago, and then again a bronze in 2018 in Bangkok.
Yeah, despite the fact that Indonesia has won the Thomas Cup 13 times, they haven't won since 2002.
Now would be a very opportune time from their point of view.
That's a good follow-up. That's a very, very good follow-up from Anders Antonsen. But he needs to find a few more answers, because at the moment Christie is the better player of the two.
That's a very good lead from Antonsen. It's always awkward when the shot is going over your shoulder like that, but got his judgment spot on. Just threatening a little mini comeback here to try and check the Indonesians' progress in this first game.
Once again, Christie is playing with awesome length.
But makes the error. We've seen that a few times, even in a rally where he's been the dominant one. And Antonsen getting back into this opening game here at 15-17 down.
Yeah, another point for Antonsen, and he's got contact.
Well, that must be frustrating, or starting to frustrate Christie. These errors, straightforward shot, and as you say, now Antonsen breathing down the Indonesian's neck at 16-17. That's brilliant play by Christie. He's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I think the thing was that Antonsen, he did touch the net. And I think they're going to check perhaps the height of the net.
Well, that was a massive point for Christie to win, just when Antonsen had started really reducing the deficit. Still right in this, of course, but just for Christie's confidence, you get the feeling that was a massive point, difference between 18-16 or 17 all.
Yeah, but have a look at it. So of course we're not seeing it, but the referee is actually measuring the height of the net.
There's the stick.
Yeah. It's 152 at the centre and 155 at the two posts. And that is in centimetres.
About 4.5 feet to me. The Brits and the Americans, we don't do metric.
And especially now when you left the EU, you're going to stick to that.
I said only the Brits over a certain age like me don't do metric. Here we go then, critical stage of this opening game, 18-16 for Christie.
And that's wide.
It's one of the loosest shots he's played, actually.
He's definitely shaken. There is no doubt that he is shaken. And it's also quite interesting because when he's attacking, he's holding back. He's scared of using too much energy on it and not being able to score. But Antonsen is very, very good playing the final points. So if I was Christie, I would really be very focused. And that's out.
Not by much, but it doesn't have to be. And it's all set up for a really tense finale in this opening game of the pivotal third match in the tie. Absolutely crucial point coming up. Can Antonsen get on terms here?
That's good play. That's really awesome play from Christie. Went on the attack, but that spinning shot of the net, forcing such a short lift. That's setting himself up very nicely indeed.
So 2 game points for Christie. Give Indonesia a bit of a shock lead in this second singles match. There it is. Very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. We'll take it. Now, how's your nerve? 1 game point saved. 1 remaining. Tension everywhere.
Antonsen really trying to finish it. And it's long on the back line.
Well, you've got to have a little bit of courage to let that drop, because if you're wrong, that's end of game. And hear what the crowd think. Well, this isn't over.
And that's in decision. If I was Christie, I would go for the big one. It's not going for the big one there. I would have gone down the line. It's a very, very tough rally.
Yeah, and it was Christie who blinked first. Arguably the biggest cheer of the day so far, as Antonsen, having saved 2 game points, now has one of his own.
And as I said earlier, when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, he's a dangerous player to play. Didn't kill it to the net, and that's on the line. That's on the line.
Well, just to take us some skin off his knee there, Antonsen. Yeah, clearly just inside the sideline.
Massive support from the crowd to Johannes Antonsen.
Yeah, if this doesn't lift him, nothing will. So he's had 1 game point, Christie's had 2. And now every other point is a game point one way or the other.
Antonsen very quickly out of the blocks on that service return.
Brilliant shot.
I am surprised that Christie dares to sit back as much as she does. I am very, very surprised.
Well, the accompaniment to what they hope, or most of them hope, will be a game point converted this time.
That's what I mean. I cannot understand that Christie can allow himself to sit back like what he did in the other rally.
It's
got to go for the attack.
Shredding the nerves here.
Thank you. Player for
That's long.
That's long.
Well, he's challenging it, I think, just because he can, basically, rather than because he genuinely thinks this is an error by the line judge. I think that expression from the umpire tells you everything. Can't believe this is close to being in, is it?
No. It's way out. Way out.
She gave him a little bit of a disparaging look when he put his hand up to challenge that, but of course he's within his rights to do so. So now a third game point for Christie all of a sudden.
That's good defence from Christie.
What a way to save a game point. Fantastic from Antonsen. So 5 game points between them, none converted. 23 all, your guess is as good as mine here. Antonsen, Irving.
That's in. Yeah, Antonsen did well to take it, and that's an easy kill. Backhand defence is letting Antonsen down a little bit.
But if it keeps giving Christie opportunities, at some point the Indonesian is going to take one off them. You have to think. Fourth game point for Jonatan Christie.
Oh, that's in.
That's good. It's going to be challenged, but I don't think this is going to get changed.
No, I think that one is in. That's a big risk and chance to take for Anders Antonsen. And yes, it's definitely in.
Absolutely fine. So against the head, so to speak, Christie takes the opening game here. 25 points to 23. A match that Denmark were fully expected to win. They may still win it, of course, but it's a lot harder having to come from a game down. A 38-minute game as well at that.
Så højt løftet, således at man skal helt derned, hvis han skal ned og slå sig tilbage. Men egentlig var det godt. Det er så måske man får det til den der midt der.
On an absolutely massive game coming up for Antonsen. As Morten alluded to earlier, if he doesn't win it, then Indonesia will have the opportunity to seal the tie in the second doubles, which they, on paper at least, would be big favourites to win. So he's got the weight of his nation on his shoulders here, the 24-year-old Dane.
But this is definitely some of the best that I've seen Jonatan Christie play for a long, long time. That's in.
Well, that was a beautiful rally from Christie's point of view, wasn't it? He moved his opponent around the court, created the opening into the unguarded area on the forehand side.
It's all about getting a good start. That's well spotted by Christie. That's in. But it's really well spotted by Christie. Antonsen is trying to move forwards all the time. As soon as he feels there's a small little chance of a block shot from Christie from the back of the court, he's moving up to close the front of the court down. However, Christie is seeing it all the time now, so he's just playing clear to the back, and Antonsen is using a lot of energy on it.
Nearly 2 years since Christie last beat Antonsen. Was at the World Tour finals.
Yeah, but Antonsen is not, or was not, the same player as he is today, 2 years ago.
Magnificent again.
Yeah, the big problem for Antonsen is that he cannot score, but Christie can score.
Antonsen wants Hawkeye to have a look at this. 2 challenges per player per game, so
he's got to be careful now.
Yeah, I'm going to burn one early. Let's see what the technology says.
It's in. Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 3 love.
That's well saved from Antonsen.
Yeah, nice touch. Haven't seen that fist pump for a little while.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice shot here from Antonsen. That reverse slice, drop shot. Yeah, look at that, thumbs up. Well played.
That's great to see, isn't it? In the heat of battle, that you can appreciate an opponent's shot as much as that. And again.
And if you look at it from a Danish point of view, you would say finally, because that's one of the first that Anders Antonsen is actually getting to the floor.
Well, he absolutely nailed it.
That's long.
He did actually quite well to get himself out of the way of the shuttle there, the Dane. There's more danger of it actually hitting him than landing in. So from 3-love down to 3-all. Got the taste for it now. Maybe shaken out of his lethargy a little by Christie's performance of an opening game.
Yeah, good return.
Service over.
Very strong return
4-4.
from Christie.
That was a bit timid. Not something you could say about many of Christie's efforts so far. Well,
Yeah.
you believe in starting them young.
Yes.
And their love of this sport.
It's a great family sport in Denmark.
Easy put away that one for the Indonesian.
5-all.
Yeah, this can become a very, very nervy encounter for Anders Antonsen. That was an unusual mistake.
Well, I think there's tension on both sides of the net.
I think Antonsen really trying to make a move now. Oh, how did he get that one? That is fantastic play.
The speed of reaction. And to get the racket there in such a way as to be able to control the shuffle. We'll look across to Christie after that, just to say, we reckon that was your point. It wasn't. So a 2-point lead here now for today.
As I said earlier, I think Antonsen really wants to make a move now. Don't want to leave that move too late.
All of a sudden there are some errors now coming from the Christie racket.
Yeah, Antonsen is stressing Christie a little bit by serving very quickly. Don't take a lot of time between rallies, which means that Christie don't get the time to sort of recompose. How on earth is she getting them back? Good anticipation. It must be very frustrating for Christie, having so many options and opportunities.
Yeah. Must have played a couple of shots there he would have thought would be winners. They weren't. Somehow that man got them back. And he has a handy little lead at the interval in game 2.
I think it's interesting between Antonsen and Antonsen. There's a big difference. Antonsen is always looking for approval from his coach, Kenneth Jonatan. He's constantly turning around and looking to Kenneth. Anders is not like that. He's much more independent. But today, he is really looking a lot to Kenneth. And I think that is a little bit of a worrying sign if you sort of look at it from a Danish point of view. Look at that again, talking to Kenneth straight away as soon as he makes that mistake. Normally Anders would never do that.
If you want to change, do it immediately.
That's amazing. He got that one back.
He's getting everything back, isn't he? It's astonishing.
That's it, yeah. Anas is playing with very, very good length on his shots.
Service over. 9-12. Thank you. All court. Nine, 12. Player. Anders. The shuttle change is while they are wiping the court, okay? Okay? Play.
Yeah, the umpire want the players to change shuttle while the courts are getting mopped, so we're not wasting further time.
Excellent rally.
10.
And that's normally Antonsen's forte, that one, the flat exchanges, but he didn't get the best of that one, and that's great credit to Christie. Well played.
Still just hanging around in the second game.
And once again, Antonsen out discussing whatever with coach Kennedy Jonatan. He was not in the picture. Oy. That is awesome. Angle to that shot.
From nowhere, really.
13.
That was really fantastic. Good shot from Christie. And here we got coach Kennedy Jonatan. And once again they have quite a discussion, coach and player.
So just approaching the hour, and we're only midway through the second game here, and this what's fast becoming a bit of an epic. Christie still right in it. And if it stays close until we get to the business end, there is going to be a massive amount of pressure on Antonsen's shoulders. How much this match will affect the eventual outcome of the tie.
Yeah, good length from Antonsen.
Well, Antonsen's retrieving has been brilliant throughout, and then he produces a shot like that.
But it could work in favour of Christie in the long run, having these long rallies. Antonsen is not world famous for his stamina. It's getting a lot better since some years ago. It's improving all the time, except when he had the COVID. In January he was really suffering, but his stamina has definitely improved, but still been one of his weaknesses in this game.
I told you something about it. You change the shuttle while they are wiping the court, okay? That was the last one.
So, last verbal warning. Let's see if that's going to stick.
Missed it, and that was a chance too. Didn't have to hit the line there, Christie. It's a bugbear of yours, isn't it? These cards not coming out well.
Yeah, we will see. Yeah, caught Antonsen on the wrong foot.
15.
But I think that the gap here, the 2-point gap, might be enough for Antonsen to take the second game. Oi, that's awesome play.
Anything you can do was the message there from Christie.
Yes, I can do better. That was really something.
We'll see a better all-handed exchange than this. Look at that. Delicacy of it, and a little smile from Christie. And he's back within a point again. We trailed 15-12. Trying to G up the crowd, make sure they stay with him. Well, there's no chance they're going anywhere. Just trying to wear down Christie in the last few points of this second game.
Yeah, I actually think that is Christie who's trying to wear others down. I think that he's trying to prolong the rallies as much as possible and perhaps benefit from it in the third and final game. But let's see whether the physical shape and form of Antonsen is much improved or not.
Well, in that time. And now in pretty good shape to potentially level the match in 3-point third.
Yep, as I said, 16-14, I sense that that's enough for Antonsen at this point.
If Antonsen does go on and win this game, which looks likely, I'm really curious how Christie will come out for the decider, just in terms of mentally as much as anything else.
Yeah, that we will only see later. But I think he's done brilliantly. Really played well, Christie. And that's a beautiful net shot. And that is awesome play. Love the fact that he's not going cross-court to the net. Antonsen is definitely covering that one, but the way that he is playing that brush with a reverse down the line. Try to look at this one. Anyone, that is a beauty.
Did an almost full pirouette, didn't he, Antonsen, trying to follow the path of that. That's a very well judged lead. He will challenge it, but I don't think this is getting overturned. It looks to be wide of the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 20. 8.15.
So 5 game points for Antonsen to level the match here.
And the crowd is on their feet, standing up.
Well, they'll probably stay standing for a while as well. 21-15. We are going to a decider here. And there's Antonsen right back in business.
Heroverfra, der hvor der så til, det er altså, hvor du skærer den første også. Hvis du kører angreb, så kører du angreb plus 1, så kommer du ud. Forbanen er rigtig god, og du stadigvæk tør i den der bruge maskeringer. Og så en gang med bare spille den tilbage ind. Når du trykker plus 1, når du angriber plus 1. Okay? Ja, begge dele.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20.
Og bare gå hurtigt på der kort der. Jeg kan måske sætte en lille smule mere til.
Players on court.
So we are ready to commence the third and final game. Yes, a nail-biting one of them. It's a very, very close match, and huge credit to both the players for such good entertainment. Fantastic play to watch. So it's all about getting a good start. And both players seem to be very quick. out of the blocks, really playing fast badminton.
Service over, 1 love.
That's a good defensive shot.
Well, he who hesitates is lost. Antonsen's defence has been very solid in this match, hasn't it? It's made some incredible retrieves.
Yeah. He's got a good defence. But Christie is definitely not shabby either. I think he's had a very good defence today as well. To work for that one. Yeah, it's a good start for Antonsen, but he had to work hard to get back to that one. And Christie really has to watch out now. Perhaps Antonsen is already now trying to make a decisive move.
Certainly stamping his authority in this deciding game early.
Stay up front.
There's that. And now the train is running. Christie really have to watch out now. And that's in. Yeah, and that's out.
It's amazing what momentum can do.
Yeah, I think it's already decided in this third game.
It's been such a struggle at times for Antonsen. Out of nowhere, really. He's carved out a big early lead in the third and final game.
Service over, 2-6.
Christie really have to close the gap now. And Christie very eager to get going, picking up the shuttle quickly.
Got it.
I think if Christie can play with a little bit more variation in his attack, he's going for, let's say, 80 to 90 to 100% smashes. But sometimes if you play the drop shot, a slice that will bring Antonsen forward before he goes for the big one, I think that could be very beneficial to him. Once again, Christie picking up the shuttle very quickly. Alice has refused to go and towel down. And then now he's going out to talk to the coach. And the umpire is trying to keep him on court.
Oh, that's a great shot from the Indonesian, who's got himself back to within a single point now.
Yeah, he's done really well. That's extraordinary, this. That's such a good start, Antonsen, and suddenly he had made a lot of errors at the front of the court.
Very tame shots into net. 6-1 up he was. Now, Christie back on level terms.
That's a strong finish at the net.
Just wanting a little bit of a breather there, wasn't it, Christie?
It's a good wide serve. That's long. Yeah. Good awareness from Christie.
They got the proper professional drum kit, unlike the supermarket biscuit tin and water DIY job.
Yeah. But what? Which one is the loudest?
That's the question.
That's what it's all coming down to.
Another one of those points where Christie was asking the majority of the questions. He was the more proactive, ends up losing the point. Well, it's impossible, isn't it, to pick a winner from here?
Yeah, I must admit, I thought 6-1 was decisive for Antonsen, and then suddenly it all fizzled away, 7-all. That's a lovely attacking clear, I would say. Not a high lift, sorry, an attacking lift. The thing was that it's not a high one that gives Christie a lot of time, but just enough to make sure that if and when he's playing the shot, it will be from the back line.
Wow, delightful lightness of touch from Christie. So this will be the final point before the interval coming up.
So now it's interesting, because if they ask to change the shuffle now, we've passed the last warning.
So it's Christie who has the advantage, albeit the narrowest one possible, as they go for the interval in this deciding game. Who has the psychological edge? I've no idea if either of them do.
But interesting to see how the last point was won with that change of pace in the shots from Christie, that variety I talked about. Rather than going for the big smashes, then suddenly the block shot came, and that opened up for the killer, the net.
Okay.
An hour and 18 minutes, and we still have no idea which of these two is going to emerge victorious here.
Jeg skal nok kalde masser derude fra, men en af de
That's wide. This is really nail-biting. It's a very, very good match. And when you consider what's actually riding on the result, it makes it even more interesting.
stage where every error kind of gets magnified. Every winner feels like it's worth more than a point. Well, at least if you're knitting, you can't bite your finger now. Yeah, Christie very quick to spot the opportunity there.
Yeah, he's still moving very well considering the time they played.
Yeah, an hour and 20 odd they've been on court.
Yeah, and he's still very, very quick.
Both 24, Antonsen and Christie. You hinting, do you think maybe Christie's the fitter, Norton, of these two?
Under normal circumstances, I would say yes. But sometimes Christie is not able to use his physicality. But today he's making good use of it. And that was a poor miss.
Back on terms.
Very quick on that serve.
15, 13.
Fist bump from Christie, who's got his 2-point lead back. Antonsen does look a little weary. For the first time, I think there's some genuine concern in the faces of those Danish supporters. 15-13.
It's a huge point now. It's out.
time to produce that.
Yes, he gave it everything. Quite incredible. Antonsen really took the chance at the net. It paid off. Had Christie seen that, he would have played it to the back of the court, and that could have been a straight out winner for him. But he did not notice. That's a good follow-up.
Well, it's punch and counter-punch, isn't it, at the moment?
It is.
The crowd are absolutely transfixed by it. 1-1, 16-1. Yeah. Every emotion. Not over yet either.
Here we go again.
Let's make the play continue. No more walking around.
No more walking around, guys.
After an hour and a half on court.
16-all.
Tell you what, be a very brave umpire to start producing cards at this point.
Exactly. Very, very slow drop shots from Christie. Antonsen not really moving.
17-16.
And now Antonsen is out talking to the coach. Look at that. That is incredible. I think the card is coming now. Yes.
I think it had to.
Yes,
it had to.
exactly.
It was so blatant.
I think the umpire is doing the only right thing.
But now he's got to be careful. If he gets another one, he'll start taking points off. There's the confirmation. Shows you his level of concern though, that he was in his coach's corner.
He is tired. He would have called the doctor immediately had anything been wrong.
Well, he's saying he's got an issue with his hand there, some description, I think. magic spray cures all known ills.
But that was on the left arm and not the right.
Well, here's the reason for the card. I mean, it doesn't really get a lot more blatant than that, does it?
No.
Having a tete-a-tete with your coach.
Yeah. Time and time again. So he was complaining about the right arm, but he got some spray on the left, and then we're ready to play.
So you're a total waste. You could have been a policeman with that kind of deductive knowledge.
So, has this broken the rhythm of Christie or not? Who will get best out of this? This is so interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how that
And that's out.
hiatus would have affected Christie, but we don't really know because the serve was put straight out. And the Indonesian within 3.
That's good defence from Antonsen. He's going all out now on this.
So is Christie.
Lovely, lovely play from Christie. Lovely play. The attack down the line and that follow-up at this time in the match. That's awesome.
Well, for just about the first time, the volume's really been turned up on the Indonesian supporters, and this is the reason why.
But this match down the line was not coming here, but the next one.
Back live. 1916, 2 more points required for Christie. Interesting serve.
Yeah, good flick serve. Oh, he saved that one. And Antonsen is just about completely falling apart. Can't move his legs anymore. He's gone. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the superior fitness levels of Christie appear to have taken the toll here. 4 match points for Christie in Indonesia.
Every single time Antonsen has to hit it, it's going to hurt him. That's out, it's out.
And that's the end of it, 21-16. You've got to give Christie massive amounts of credit.
Absolutely.
Antonsen will be completely crushed by that. Looked like he got himself back in there after taking the second game. But towards the back end of the decider, it was the Indonesian who proved much the stronger. 21-16. He takes it and wins 25-23, 15-21, 21-16. And gives the next doubles pair a huge opportunity to win the tie. Well, what a battle that was. Absolutely shattered, and as you can see there, Antonsen, you can hardly put one foot ahead of the other. A mutual respect there for what was a fabulous match to watch. Trickled over the net, but the wrong side of the line. from Antonsen's point of view. Great performance though by Christie.
Yeah, that was a fantastic performance. Haven't seen him play that well for a long time. Well deserved.
1 hour and 40 minutes of endeavour, that match. So the pressure now switches to the Danes, because Søgaard and Christensen have to win, otherwise it's all over. Alfian and Ardianto await. Welcome back to Aarhus. That's the athletics track on top of your screen, and the football pitch where Aarhus play, formed 1902, so they've been around for nearly 120 years. And we're the covered arena in the middle there, the Ceres Arena, which can seat up to 5,000. And it's proved a brilliant venue